This is a quick look at the Ganzo G742, which was purchased from GearBest, and this is a stainless steel frame locked folder offering from Ganzo. It's under the Firebird line, which you'll see over here. It was originally just a regular Ganzo, but this is the newer production variety. I don't have the old one to compare it to, but I can't imagine it being much different. In any case, it's a frame lock folder with G10 handle scales on one side. It's finely textured, not too overly aggressive, but it does still provide a decent amount of grip. The edges are chamfered, as you can see all around, so it does provide a good amount of comfort in hand. Ergos are very good. I have small sized hands if you're curious, and it fits well, and I still have a section here that I could use if I had larger hands. So speaking of ergos, it has a very deep finger trail here, so when you put your hand in conjunction with jimping, it provides excellent grip and a lot of control. You'll notice here that in the finger trail there's two arcs, I'll call it, one here and then it abruptly changes to another one here. Aesthetically, it's not very nice to the eye, just in my opinion, but it doesn't really do anything for the grip. It doesn't make it uncomfortable, even though there's a change of direction right there. Oh, if you're wondering, I just cut myself. I put a piece of paper so I would stop bleeding. Anyways, so yeah, it's a comfy knife despite that little ugly kind of afterthought of a finger trail there, in my opinion. Anyways, there's no jimping on the lock bar, but it is cut out, so it is comfortable to disengage and it's easy to access. Blade centering is a little off on mine. It's a little to the right, and that could be because I haven't adjusted the pivot, but as it came from the box, it was as so. The lockup on mine is about, I would say, 60 or 70%. It's a little late for a brand new knife, but still locks up relatively well, despite there being a little up to down play last I checked. Yeah, there's a little up to down blade play. Side to side there's nothing. And on the frame lock side there are no cutouts, so it's not lightened, and the stainless steel liner on the opposite side is as well not skeletonized, as you can see there. So the knife is not as light as it could be. Considering its use though, it's still very decent. I would consider this a medium sized EDC, and for that it's pretty good. The pocket clip is polished as opposed to the handle scale, which is a stone wash. It looks a little off, but functionally it works well. There are no hot spots in the hand. Tension is very good. You'll have about that much sticking out of your pocket. It's a flow-through design with standoffs, just two, one in the back, one in the middle, and the pivot, and the stop pin. The blade shape is a drop point. It's flat ground from the grind above the brand down, and it's flat here. It's a satin finish blade, nice belly, good slicer, relatively thick, I'll show it into comparison to something shortly after. The deployment on mine is a little slow. I haven't adjusted the pivot though. I did try putting in a dab of oil earlier when I received it a while ago, but it's still a little stiff. Ambidextrous thumb studs, which work relatively well, right and left hand. I am right-handed, but I can sometimes do it with my left. Not so well at the moment. In any case, this knife does have what I call a secondary safety, in that when the lock disengages or it malfunctions and it just closes if you're doing something, the blade will not cut your hand because of the very deep finger choil and the start of the grind. So as you can see, as it's going down, if your finger is in the finger choil holding it naturally, your hand cannot get cut unless you're holding it way back here for reach, which I never do. But if you're holding it naturally, you'll have no problems. So I'll show it in comparison to another Ganzo that I have. The Ganzo, I believe FB7601. Blade stock. Blade length. Handle length. Thickness. Very decent knife here. Even better one here. You can look at my video for this. So overall, this is a very nice medium duty EDC, and it's highly recommended. Thanks for watching.